Today we are going to be showing how to replace your Davco water fuel separator. How's it going, guys? This is James from Make Money Trucking, and today we are going to be showing how to replace your Davco water fuel separator. So here it is right here. This is a model 382, and basically all this thing does is there's a fuel line that goes up to here. This separates, this is your last line of defense. This will separate your water out of your fuel if you get any water. So usually, as you can see here, there's a line right here, and as soon as the water or fuel gets up to this line, you'll need to replace it. But we're going to go ahead and replace it today. So what you'll need is you're going to need one of these. This is a Davco filter wrench, and this guy will go over like so. Find the groove here, right like that, and you'll need to use this to loosen. Here's our new filter. My truck's a little dirty. You'll need a can of diesel and an empty jug. It's just a coolant jug to drain that fuel out. So first, what we're going to do is we are going to take our jug, and this is an empty coolant jug, so no big deal. We're going to take it down here, and we are going to, there's a tab down here. Yeah, so you just turn that, and then that'll drain out of the bottom. Alright, so I'm going to turn this tab and drain it into the bucket, and you'll see this is going down. You do not want to undo this top cap before you start draining the fuel. And also, one thing you want to do is you just want to go a little bit below this. You don't want to drain all the way out. Like I said, don't undo that top cap, because you will introduce air into the system, and the less air the better. And also this filter comes off right here, so you want to drain it just low enough to where it's below the filter cap, but then it doesn't go below this area. Alright, so as you can see, might be a little hard to see, but so as you can see, there's the filter, and then the fuel level is just down there. Like I said, you don't want to go, you want to go below this, because this is where it comes off at, but you don't want to go too far down, just far enough. Like I said, do not open this cap, because then you'll introduce air. So now what we'll do is now we can unscrew the top cap. This guy here just unscrews like that. Remember, there's going to be an O-ring right there that we're going to need to replace. Just set this aside, and then we'll take our Davco filter wrench, and you can get these at any heavy-duty truck auto parts stores or any dealerships. I think they're around maybe $20 to $50 depending on where you buy them at. So these teeth are going to line up right here. You can see that, get a better view, and then just going to torque it. It's going to take a little bit of finessing. Alright, so then this can get a little bit. Alright, so here it's starting to turn. That's what you want. Alright, so once you have that loosened, you're just going to twist this. Alright, then once you have that all the way twisted, you can just go ahead and pull it off. All right, and then we're gonna set this. There's a gasket. If I pull this down, there's a gasket right there that we'll replace too. So we're just gonna set this aside over here. And here is what I'm talking about, the fuel level. So that's perfect. I mean, you want it to be right there so it doesn't go too much lower than that, but low enough to get the cap off. And then we're gonna take this guy off and then just throw that aside. I've got a bucket, I'm gonna throw it in. And then sometimes, like I did on this, you'll get the rubber grommet. There's a rubber grommet down in here. You just kind of get that guy off. There's a replacement one. It comes on the new filter. So we'll just go ahead and throw that out. All right. So now we'll grab the new filter. Take it out. There's two different style O-rings. You'll use, of the big ones, you'll use either one type or the other type. It'll be one or the other. Put those aside. And then here's a small one that goes on the cap. So we'll put that aside too. All right, so you take a new filter and just take it and push it on like so until it fully goes on. I'll take this down to get to this O-ring right here. So we'll take the old one off. That cap dropped. So take this one, set it aside to be thrown out. And we'll take here's the new one. And if we match up, the new is the old one, this is the new one. Roughly the same shape, right? So make sure that matches. And you don't have to do this, but I like to get this thing in a little bit of diesel just to get it lubricated so that you don't want it to bind up. All right, so once that's lubricated, and take it and put it on top in this little crevice here. All right. All right. And then now we're going to replace the filter on the cap. Take a knife, push that guy off. Trying to get diesel on my hands, so it stinks. And then I take the O-ring and once again, dip it in a little bit of fuel just to lubricate it just a little bit. Now my hands are gonna smell like fuel, but oh well. And then put it on there like so. All right, so now we got the new filter on. Slide this sleeve over like so. Slide the sleeve over like that. Then you take this whole thing, put it over the filter. You want to be careful when you do this that you get this threaded on evenly. You don't want to get this threaded on unevenly, because what most guys do is they don't be careful with this process, and what happens is they end up pinching that O-ring in there. So make sure start it off slow, kind of hand tighten it on there. And then you can take your filter wrench and tighten it the rest of the way up. Like I said, do this gently, don't do it too hard. Make sure you don't feel any binding. All right, clean this off a little bit. Tighten this up nice and snug. All right. So now that's clean. We're gonna take this And we're gonna fill this up with diesel. So this is where this can comes in. I just fill it all the way up because it's gonna need to get some air out. Try not to get too much air in here. All right, so there it is. I filled diesel up to about there. That'll be about good enough. And then we can put this cap back on. So this just screws right back on like so. Till you hear it click. Like that. All right, so we got everything cleaned up, and then now we're gonna start it. You might have to start it a couple times, crank it a couple times just to get that thing primed. So do that right now. Start this guy. Go out here. Alright, so you're gonna let it run for a little while. I idle it up just so that if it can get all the air out of the lines. Alright guys, well there is a tutorial on how to replace your Davco fuel water separator. If you found this informative, thanks for watching, and